What's up guys, Jason Julius here, and in this video let's talk about, can all women have full body squirting orgasms? I'm talking about the ones where her eyes roll in the back of her head and her body starts convulsing and she starts ejaculating at the time of orgasm. Probably one of the most intense, amazing orgasms a woman can experience. And the short answer to that is yes, all physically healthy women are capable of full body ejaculatory orgasms, but so few women are actually experiencing them. So let's talk a little bit about why that is, right? So a big number one for all that is culture. You just don't hear about this in popular culture. You don't hear about squirting orgasms because they seem to be not very common. A full body squirting orgasm is a much deeper type of orgasm, so there seems to be a little bit more mystery around it. But female sexuality in general is just not that talked about, and so there seems to be a little bit of a mystery around it. So you don't hear about it much in culture. So a lot of women don't know that they can have that type of orgasm, and a lot of men don't know that their woman is capable of that type of orgasm as well. Now, the second thing is a lack of the right type of physical stimulation, right? And so typically a full body squirting ejaculatory orgasm comes from stimulation to her G spot or her A spot in a particular way that has a lot of firm pressure that she might not be used to, and something that she's not going to get from just intercourse alone. It's a very direct type of stimulation. Once she understands what that feels like, she'll be more likely to have an ejaculatory orgasm during intercourse, but it takes a little bit in the beginning for her to get used to a different type of stimulation. Typically, women are used to clitoral stimulation, which is directly to her clitoris. This is more of a stimulation to the inside of her vagina in her G spot or her A spot. And so we need to have that. We need to have the direct stimulation. She also needs to have a very strong PC muscle. It's actually a requirement for her to be able to let go and be able to squirt. So a strong PC muscle, something I've already talked about on this channel, is absolutely important. And so a lot of women who are like, oh, I don't really feel my, vaginal walls start to balloon out and things like that. Sometimes just even doing PC muscles will actually help with even increasing your sensation from both stimulation directly or just during intercourse. So that's very important, is the actual physical stimulation. But what's even more important than the physical, and what's often missed in the whole scope of giving women full body squirting orgasms, is the mental side of things. When the urethral sponge begins to swell up, oftentimes her mind will interrupt and it'll kind of give her the sensation that she needs to urinate. So she'll hold back and she's not going to push out because she's not aware that it's actually an ejaculatory orgasm, and that there's a sphincter muscle that's going to, block the flow of urine, and, she'll ejaculate from the female prostate. There can be a concern about urine being there, or urinating on her partner, or her thinking that it's going to be gross, or any self-limiting belief can actually block her from wanting to let go. If you get her to that point where she's already getting close to that type of vaginal orgasm, oftentimes the tendency is to clamp down on the PC muscle instead of pushing it out. And so that can be a big mental block. So just helping her understand that it's completely natural, and if she releases her PC muscle and pushes out at the time of orgasm, she can experience a even bigger orgasm and an ejaculatory orgasm. So that can be a new experience for her. But the other side of the mental side of this is probably the most important thing and probably the most overlooked, is getting to a full body squirting orgasm takes a deep level of letting go. She needs to trust and respect you in a way where she can be fully vulnerable in a way that she's probably not used to being in any scenario. She needs to feel like she needs to be able to give herself to you fully. And I think that that's sometimes the difference between getting her there or not, is whether or not she trusts and respects you enough to step into your masculine so that she can step really deep into her feminine and really, really let go. Because she needs to be able to turn off the thinking part of her mind. It's called transient hypofrontality, when it's a big word, when the thinking part of her brain just quiets down and she's able to be completely present. Think about how hard that is to do. I mean, people that meditate struggle to do that, but she needs to be able to get to that level of completely giving in and letting go. And when she knows that she can trust and respect you, she can give herself to you in a way that oftentimes we can't let go for ourselves. So a lot of times we'll let go for someone else more than we'll let go for ourselves. So when she trusts and respects you as a man, that she can really let herself go, then she's going to give herself to you in a way that she's never experienced before. And that can be the X factor as to whether or not you can get her to squirt or not. It's not, just touch her G-spot and it did or didn't work. When I get so frustrated when I get emails from guys that are like, oh, I touched her G-spot and it didn't work. It's not treating her as the whole person. When you treat her as the whole person, she has emotions, she has fears, she has things that come up in her mind that you need to address. Her state is just a pattern that you can shift, and all the things that lead up before that, determine the type of man that you are, the type of guy that she wants to give herself to fully, or the type of guy that she just doesn't really trust because he can't be decisive, he can't take the leadership role. He doesn't move her in a way that emotionally makes her feel safe. And so all these things come into play. You really need to be that guy that she is so turned on by and feels so comfortable letting herself go for. And that is based on how you act, how you make her feel, who you are as a man. That will be the X factor. That's when I'll get emails from women who are like, oh, this one guy, he would do something to me and he would make me squirt, but for some reason this other guy does the same thing and it doesn't work. It's because it's in the mind. It's her ability to let go and give herself fully. And when she surrenders in a way that she probably doesn't do for very many guys, and she feels comfortable because you genuinely are that guy that she can be safe with, she'll let herself go and be able to experience this deep level of orgasm that she's maybe never experienced before. So I hope that helps you understand and hopefully paints a picture that all women are capable of these amazing full body squirting orgasms. Yes, there's certain ways that you should touch her and PC muscles involved and all that stuff, but a lot of it is the mental side. And I think that's what most people are missing, is that mental side of being the type of guy to help her genuinely let go. And that's one of the things that I want to talk about more on this channel, is what is that X factor? What is that thing that makes you so desirable that she just really wants to give herself to you in an amazing way? And I mean that in a genuine sense, because a lot of my clients have been in a relationship for a long time, and when they step into their masculine role and just act a little bit differently throughout the day, be more decisive, be more in the leadership role, be more of a man, then she starts to give herself to him in a way that she feels comfortable. And you show that through your actions. So I want to talk more about that on this channel. So if you want to learn more about that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I've also been working on some other stuff like testosterone and things. I've been busy behind the scenes doing some really cool stuff. I have some really cool content coming up. So definitely hit subscribe so you don't miss that. And if you want to learn, starting out, you do need to know how to touch your woman to give her a squirting orgasm. I do have a free video over on my blog at jasonjulius.com/squirt, where I show you a technique plus talk more about squirting orgasms. So I think you'll get a lot out of that. So go check that out as well. And thank you for checking out this video, and I will see you in the next one.